Every video call has a cast of characters, and you have played every single one of these roles at some point, whether you want to admit it or not. Today we're ranking 10 types of people you meet in a Zoom meeting, from the guy who's still figuring out mute to the person quietly running the entire company from a laptop propped on a stack of books. Camera on. Let's go. Tier 10. The Mute Button Mystery. 40 minutes into the call, still doesn't understand mute. Dog barking, blender running. The entire separate phone conversation happening in the background at full volume. Everyone can hear all of it. Nobody says anything because saying something means admitting you've been suffering in silence for 40 minutes. And at this point, it's simply become part of the meeting's ambiance. Tier 9. The Frozen Face. Mid-sentence, mouth open, one eyebrow raised, completely still. Has been like this for 2 full minutes. Everyone assumes it's a connection issue. It is not a connection issue. He has simply stepped away to make a sandwich, and the frozen frame just happens to be the most unfortunate possible expression, forever. Or at least until someone finally says his name 3 times. Tier 8. The Wrong Virtual Background. Half his face is missing. His hand disappears every time it crosses in front of his body. The background is supposed to be a tasteful bookshelf, but the edge detection is struggling badly, and part of his ear has been replaced by a floating rectangle of blurry hallway. Nobody mentions it. Everyone is riveted. Tier 7. The Wrong Meeting Guy. Joins 3 minutes late, cheerfully unmutes, and says good morning to a room full of people he has never seen before in his life, discussing a project he has never heard of. There's a long silence. He checks the meeting link. It is, in fact, the wrong meeting. He leaves without apologizing, and somehow everyone respects it. Tier 6. The Chat Spammer. Says nothing out loud, ever, but the chat panel is a constant stream of commentary, links, and reaction emojis only he finds funny. Types faster than anyone can read. By the end of the call, the chat log is 400 lines long, and roughly 90% of it is him. He considers this active participation. Technically, he is correct. Tier 5. The Second Screen Starer. Eyes clearly not on the call. Slight delay before every response. Occasional very obvious tab switching sound. He is present in the sense that his face is on camera, and absent in every other sense that matters. Ask him a direct question, and there is a pause exactly long enough to confirm your suspicions before he says, confidently, "Could you repeat that?" Tier 4. The Overprepared Presenter. 47 slides for a 15-minute update. Has rehearsed transitions. Has a laser pointer for a screen share where nobody can see a laser pointer. Refuses to skip ahead even when explicitly told the meeting is running long because slide 31 has an animation he is extremely proud of, and by God, everyone is going to see it. Tier 3. The one who actually runs things. Camera off. Mic muted unless spoken to directly. Says maybe 4 sentences the entire call. Every single one of them ends the discussion instantly and reroutes the entire plan. Nobody knows her exact title. Everyone knows that if she agrees to something, it happens, and if she goes quiet, it does not. Tier 2. The Multitasker. Visibly typing something unrelated the entire call. Occasionally nods at exactly the right moment to seem present. Has, at various points, been spotted eating a full meal, folding laundry, and once, unmistakably, driving. Somehow still answers every question correctly when called on. Nobody knows how. Nobody wants to know how. It would break something fundamental about how attention works. Tier 1. The Meeting Whisperer. Reads the room instantly. Knows exactly when to jump in, exactly when to let silence do the work, exactly when to say, let's take this offline before it becomes a 40-minute detour. Ends every call 5 minutes early with a clear action list and everyone actually knowing what happens next. She is not just attending the meeting. At this point, she basically is the meeting. 10 tiers. One shared calendar invite you didn't ask for. Which one are you, honestly? Be real with yourself for a second. You already know, and so does everyone who's ever shared a call with you. Drop your tier in the comments, and please, for the love of everything, check your mute button before you speak. We'll be back next time, ranking something else you didn't ask to feel personally attacked by.